Hey, fourth graders, hope you're having a great start to your day. We are doing some more division problems today because we're all getting better at them. We're going to talk just a little bit up on the top about how we can use rounding to help. But then when we get down to this section down here, I just want you to do the regular division. And we'll talk more about that when we get down there. But I just want to show you a couple of things. I'm going to zoom in up here. It says rounding and estimating can be used to check answers. Review your rounding skills and then apply what you know. So let's look at, they have problems here like number 1 where they've already got the answer there. So they want us to use rounding to decide if the answer that they have is reasonable. Okay, so let's look at, there's 2 different ways to do this. I'm going to show you one way on the first problem and another way on the second problem. So the first method is to round. Rounding makes it easier, okay? Because when we have weird numbers that aren't exact, it just makes it harder. So we're gonna show you how to do it a little easier. So on the first method, I'm gonna look at my answer, which is 18 remainder 2, and I'm gonna round 18 to the nearest 10, and I'm gonna say that that's 20. Okay, then I'm going to take the divisor, which is 3, and I'm going to take that times the 20. So I'm going to say 20 times 3 is, and then see, that's a little bit easier to do because you maybe can count by 20s. You can say 20, 40, 60. Okay, and then when I get that 60, I look and it says 60 is close to 56, so that's a reasonable answer. 18 remainder 2 is a reasonable answer, okay? So you're rounding to see if the answer is close, okay? We're going to do one more, and there's another way, so I'm going to show you method number 2 on problem number 2. Okay, this time we are going to round I want you to look back at number 1 at this one right here. So let's say I'm all done solving my problem and my answer is 18 remainder 2. In order to check to see if that is right, I can take the 3 and the 18 and I can multiply them. 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 2 is 5, so I have 54. If I take that 54 and I add my remainder, which was 2, 54 plus 2 equals 56. And then I know that I got that one right because I have 56 under the house. And I can show you one more when we go down here to do it too, how that works. All right, so for today, we are going to be crossing out number 11 and 13. Okay, that gives me a good sampling of you doing some of each size here because there's some bigger ones on the bottom. All right, so let's look at the first one. I have 59 divided by 7. So I'm going to say, how many times does 7 fit into 5? It does not because it's bigger. So I'm going to put an X there. How many times does 7 fit into 59? Now this is when I start my count bys. 7, 14, 21, 28. 7 times 5 is 35, 42. I'm getting there, aren't I? Remember, you can use your multiplication table if you need to for this. So that's, and now I have 49. 7 times 8 is 56. Ooh, that's pretty close without going over. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 8 times 7 is 56. I subtract. 9 take away 6 is 3. I check. I don't have any other numbers to bring down, so I know that my answer is 8, remainder 3. Now, I want to talk to you again about checking. If I wasn't sure if 8, remainder 3 was the correct answer, I can do that trick that Mrs. Hagen just showed you, okay? I'm going to take my 8 times my 7, because I've got my 8 right here and my 7 right here. So I'm going to do 8 times 7, which is 56. And then I'm going to add my remainder, 56 plus 3, and that equals 59. And if that is the number under your house, then you know that you have it correct. So you can really check every problem that you do, okay? You just timesing your answer times your divisor and then adding your remainder. All right, let's go to another one. All right, our next one, I think I'm gonna leave number 6 for you to do on your own and number 7 for you to do on your own. Number 8, I will get you started on that one. So I have 7. Does 7 fit into 6? No, it does not. Does 7 fit into 62? Yes, it does. Let's figure out how many times. I actually can just look up because I did count bys right here for 7s, so I can reuse that. It looks like though I did 7 times 8 was 56. Okay, 7 times 9 is 63, so that is still too big, so it's going to be 56 again. So it's going to be 8 times 7 is 56. Go ahead and subtract. And then don't forget to bring down your number. So I gave you a start on that one, but I want you to finish it. Okay, so subtract and then do your arrow to bring down your next number. All right, let's look at number 10. Okay, I think I want you to do number 9 on your own. Okay, let's look at number 10. How many times does 8 go into 8? We know it goes in 1 time. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract. I can only bring down one number at a time. I'm bringing down my 6. Does 8 go into 6? It does not, but I need to mark that spot with a 0. Then I can bring down my next number, 9. Oh, how many times does 8 go into 69? I'm going to start with my count bys. 16, 24, 32, 40. Gotta keep going. 48, 56. That was 8 times 7. 8 times 8 is 64. That one looks good. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then that was 8 times 8 was 64. Go ahead and subtract. I want you to subtract and write your remainder up there for me. Okay, I'm going to leave that part for you. Be careful when you get down to number 12. You can do it. Okay, I've got 6. How many times does 6 go into 4? No, it does not. How many times does 6 go into 46? That's where I start my count bys. Go ahead and start counting with your 6s. And remember to only bring down one number at a time. Okay, very important. And that is your math for today.